I don't like making breaking news videos, and I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but this is one of those changes that deserves a real breakdown. Because whether you're a Tesla owner, someone thinking about buying one, or a shareholder, this decision affects you differently, and not everyone is going to like it. So let's get straight to the point. Tesla has effectively canceled Autopilot as a standard feature, and yeah, that kind of sucks. What actually changed? For years, one of the biggest selling points of Tesla was simple. Every new Tesla came with free Autopilot. Not full self-driving, not robotaxis, just basic, supervised highway autonomy. That's no longer true. If you buy a new Tesla today, you now have two options: traffic-aware cruise control and full self-driving, supervised, for $99 a month. And that's it. Let's be clear about what traffic-aware cruise control actually is. You set a speed, the car adjusts based on traffic ahead. No lane centering, no steering assistance. That's essentially a downgrade from what Autopilot used to be. Autopilot was traffic-aware cruise control plus automatic lane centering, and for most people, that was more than enough. Why this feels bad as a customer? If you've done long road trips in a Tesla, you know the truth. On highways, Autopilot handled 90 to 95% of the driving. Was it perfect? No. Was it cutting edge? Not anymore. But compared to driving manually for 2,000 miles, it was a game changer. And that's the frustrating part. If you wanted supervised autonomy, you didn't need full self-driving. Autopilot already solved the problem most drivers actually had. So for new owners who don't care about city streets autonomy, don't want monthly subscriptions, just want stress-free highway driving, this change is objectively worse. Autopilot was good enough and free. Why Tesla did this anyway? Here's where speculation turns into logic. Autopilot wasn't removed because it was hard to maintain. Tesla hasn't meaningfully updated it in years. In fact, it would have taken more effort to remove it than to leave it alone. So why kill it? The answer likely comes down to full self-driving subscriptions. In Elon Musk's latest compensation package, one of the milestones is reaching 10 million active FSD subscriptions, not owners, subscribers. And just days ago, Tesla also removed the option to purchase FSD outright, at least temporarily. After mid-February, FSD becomes subscription only. That changes everything. If Autopilot remains free and good enough, many customers never feel pressure to subscribe. But if Autopilot disappears, suddenly FSD becomes the only path to steering assistance. From a shareholder perspective, the strategy makes sense. From a customer perspective, it feels forced. The unsupervised FSD question. Elon Musk also said something important and a little concerning. He confirmed that the $99 a month price will increase as FSD improves, and that the massive value jump happens when you can be on your phone, take a nap, stop supervising entirely. In other words, unsupervised autonomy. On that point, I actually agree with him. Unsupervised FSD is fundamentally more valuable. But here's the problem. We don't know when that actually arrives, and we don't know how much it will cost, whether pricing will vary by state, and how long supervised FSD remains the only option. We're in an awkward middle ground right now. Autopilot is gone. Unsupervised FSD isn't here yet. That gap matters. Regional confusion and regulatory risk. There's another issue no one has answers to yet. What happens if FSD becomes unsupervised in Texas, but remains supervised in states like Nevada or California? Do customers pay the same price for different functionality? If prices increase nationally, but features roll out unevenly, that's going to create frustration fast. We've already seen driverless Tesla vehicles spotted in Texas. That suggests things are moving quickly, but not uniformly. Until Tesla clarifies this, customers are left guessing. And guessing is not a great feeling when subscriptions are involved. The competition problem. From a market perspective, this is where things get risky. Other automakers like Rivian, Lucid, and even legacy brands will almost certainly continue offering basic lane keeping and adaptive cruise control without subscriptions. They may never solve full autonomy, but they don't have to. If they offer good enough autonomy once, while Tesla requires a monthly payment, some buyers will choose the simpler deal. And a lot of people, myself included, hate subscriptions. Why this still makes sense for Tesla? Now, stepping back emotionally, from a shareholder perspective, this is exciting. Tesla has talked about autonomy revenue for years. Now it's finally materializing. If unsupervised FSD works, even partially, it becomes Tesla's strongest moat. At that point, the car itself almost doesn't matter. Why build dozens of new models when the Model 3 and Y are good enough, and the real value is software? That may be the future Tesla is betting on. But Tesla won't be alone. One last reality check. Tesla will not be the only company to solve autonomy. Companies like Waymo are already operating fully driverless fleets today, just in a different way. Tesla's advantage is cost. If Tesla solves autonomy cheaply, with cameras only, at scale, they win. And removing Autopilot may be part of forcing that transition faster. So where does this leave us? As a customer, this hurts. As a new buyer, it's confusing and less appealing. As a shareholder, it might be exactly what Tesla needs. A lot is changing fast. And honestly, I'm still processing it. That's why I want to hear from you. Do you think removing Autopilot was the right move? Would you pay more for unsupervised FSD? Or does this push you towards other brands? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I may not reply to all of them, but I read every single one. Thanks for watching InfoByte Network. We'll see where this goes next.